Now we are solving sum number 4. So sum number 4, let me write the sum. 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. Okay, that is our sum. So here we can see that the given quadratic equation is not in the standard form. So first let us write it in the standard form. Okay, so 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. When we write in standard form, it will become 5m square, this minus 22m, when it comes on the left hand side it will become minus 22m, and this plus 15, when it comes on the left hand side it will also become minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can compare this with our standard form. Okay, comparing with the general form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get a is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 22, and c is equal to minus 15. Okay, therefore a multiplied by c will be 5 multiplied by minus 15, that will be minus 75. Okay, so we have to find the factors of minus 75 in such a way that the addition of the factors must be the value of b, that is minus 22, minus 22. Okay, so let us find the factors of 75. Okay, now 75, we know that 1 multiplied by 75 will give us 75. Then 3 multiplied by 25 will give us 75. 5 multiplied by 15 will also give us 75. Okay, so these are the three different pairs of factors which can give us 75. So out of these three, which one will we use? So we can clearly see that 3 and 25 can give us 22. Okay, so those are the two factors that we will use, 3 and 25. Okay, now we want the product to be negative. That means out of these two, one number must be negative, and we can see that the addition is also negative. That means the greater number is negative and the smaller number is positive. So plus 3 and minus 25, these are the two factors that we will use. Okay, therefore let us write the equation. 5m square minus 22m minus 15, okay, is equal to 0. The middle term we can split using plus 3 and minus 25. So therefore 5m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, you can see that I have written minus 25m before 3m because 5 and 25 we can get something common. If we had written 3 here, then between 5 and 3 nothing is common because both are prime numbers. Okay, so suppose if I write this in detailed factorization, 5m square I can write as 5 multiplied by m multiplied by m. Okay, 25m I can write as 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by m. Same way 3m I can write as 3 multiplied by m, and 15 I can write as 3 multiplied by 5 is equal to 0. Okay, fine. So here you can see that in the first two factors 5 is common and m is common. Okay, 5 is common and m is common, so we will take that 5m outside the bracket, and inside the bracket we will write whatever is not common. So m minus 5 is remaining, so m minus 5. Okay, in the third and the fourth term we can see that 3 is common, so plus 3, and in bracket we will get m minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so we can see that m minus 5 is common, so we will take it outside, m minus 5 as common, and whatever is not common, 5m plus 3, that will be in another bracket. Okay, so we see that the product of these two terms is 0. That means either m minus 5 is equal to 0 or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, now if m minus 5 is equal to 0, that means m is equal to 0 plus 5, that is 5, or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0, so that will give us 5m is equal to 0 minus 3, so minus 3. Okay, and then that we can simplify as 5 m is equal to 5, or m is equal to minus 3 upon 5, minus 3 upon 5. So these are the two factors, or sorry, these are the two roots of the given quadratic equation. This is the solution. Okay, so minus 5 and minus 5, sorry, not minus 5, it is plus 5. Okay, so 5 or, okay, not or, 5 and minus 3 upon 5 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. So that is the answer of this question. So now we are solving sum number 5 from practice set 2.2 question number 1. Okay, so this sum is 2x square minus 2x plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 0. So here we can see that in the third term we are having a fraction. Okay, so we have to first deal with this fraction, we have to remove the fraction. So for that we will multiply the equation by 2. Okay, multiply the equation by 2. Why are we multiplying the equation by 2? Because here in the fraction the denominator is 2 and we want to remove it, that is why we are multiplying by 2. Okay, therefore 2 multiplied by 2x square minus 2 multiplied by 2x plus 2 multiplied by 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 0. Okay, so that will give us 2 2s are 4, so 4x square minus 2 multiplied by 2x is 4x plus these 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator will get cancelled, so we'll have 1 is equal to 2 multiplied by 0 is 0, because anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Okay, so now comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to 1. Okay, therefore a multiplied by c will be 4 multiplied by 1, that is 4. Okay, so we have to find the factors of 4, okay, such that the addition of those factors will be the value of b, that is minus 4. Okay, so this is very easy. So 2 2s are 4, fine, and minus 2 plus minus 2 will give us minus 4. Okay, so minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 will give us plus 4, and minus 2 will give us plus minus 4. Okay, so these are the factors that we are going to use to split the middle term. Okay, so therefore let me write the equation. This is our equation now. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore 4x square minus 2x minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, now we can see that 2x is common. So, or let me first write it in detail. 4x square I can write as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x multiplied by x, and minus 2 multiplied by 2x I can write as 2 multiplied by x. Okay, same way these 2x are also I can write as 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x, and plus 1 we can write as 1 multiplied by 1 is equal to 0. Okay, fine. So from this we can see that 2 is common and x is common, okay, in the first and the second term. So that 2x we will take outside. What will remain inside is this 2 and this x, so that is 2x, and here there is nothing, so minus 1. Okay, when there is nothing we should write 1. Okay, minus, here we can see that nothing is common, only 1 is common, so that 1 we will take outside, and what remains inside is 2x. Because there is minus outside, this plus sign will become minus, so we will get 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so now you can see 2x minus 1 is common, so I am writing it 2x minus 1, and what remains is 2x and this minus 1, so 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. So we can see that both the terms are same, 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1, so we can write it as 2x minus 1 the whole square is equal to 0. Fine. Therefore 2x minus 1 will be equal to 0. So 2x will be 0 minus 1, when it goes on the right hand side it will become plus 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1, and therefore x will be 1 upon 2. Okay, so here both the roots of the given quadratic equation will be 1 upon 2. Fine. So we write our answer as, so 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation, and here you can see that both the roots are same, the roots are equal. Okay, so that is the answer of the fifth question. Okay, now we are solving sum number 6. Okay, so let me first write the question. 6x minus 2 upon x is equal to 1, that is the question. Okay, so here also we can see that we are having a fraction, and to simplify that fraction, what will we do? We will multiply the entire equation by the denominator of the fraction, that is x in this case. So multiply by x. Fine. So when we multiply by x, what will we get? X multiplied by 6x minus x multiplied by 2 upon x is equal to x multiplied by 1. Okay, so therefore we will get 6x square. Now here x in the numerator, x in the denominator will get divided, cancelled, and we will get minus 2 is equal to x. Okay, so let us write this x on the left hand side so that we can compare it with the standard form. So that will give us 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now comparing with standard form or general form, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, we get a is equal to 6, b is equal to minus 1. Okay, b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 2. Okay, therefore a multiplied by c will be 6 multiplied by minus 2, that is minus 12. Okay, so we have to find the factors of minus 12 in such a way that their addition must be minus 1. So the factors will be 4 and 3. Okay, so and the addition should be minus 1, so greater number will have negative sign and the smaller number will have positive sign. So you can see minus 4 multiplied by 3 will give us minus 12, and minus 4 plus 3 will give us minus 1. So those are the factors that we will use for splitting the middle term. Okay, so our equation is 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore 6x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now this 6x square I can write in prime factors as 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x, right? Minus 4x also I can write in prime factors as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by x, plus 3x I can write as 1 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x, minus 2 I can write as 1 multiplied by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now we can see that 2 and x is common in the first and the second term, and in the third and the fourth term only 1 is common. Okay, so whatever is common we take on the take outside, and whatever is not common we put it into the bracket. So here 2x is common, so 2x, and in bracket we will have 3x minus 2, and in the third and the fourth term only 1 is common, so 1 I am taking outside, and 3x minus 2 remains in the bracket. So this 3x minus 2 is common, so 3x minus 2 and 2x plus 1 we will put into another bracket is equal to 0. Therefore 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, or 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore 3x is equal to 0. This minus 2 when it goes on the right hand side it will become plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2, or 2x is equal to this plus 1 when it goes on the right hand side it will become minus. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Therefore one value of x will be 2 upon 3, and this 3 it will go in the denominator, or another value of x will be minus 1 upon 2. Okay, so these are the two roots of the given quadratic equation. So 2 upon 3 and minus 1 upon 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. So that is the answer of question number 6.